Running a successful YouTube channel looks easy from the outside.
But behind the screen, it requires an exhausting cycle of manual research, script writing, video editing, and metadata optimization.
But behind every great video is hours of work. An open-source developer built a tool called the YouTube Automation Agent.
This project takes a different approach, a multi-agent architecture. The system acts as a digital studio, employing 7 distinct AI experts working in parallel. Instead of passing messages directly and risking breakdowns, all agents read and write to a central SQLite database. This loosely coupled design isolates errors. If the scriptwriter module encounters an API timeout, the publishing module doesn't crash. The rest of the system simply waits or falls back to a simulated state. By dividing the cognitive load among independent, specialized models, the architecture achieves reliable, continuous, autonomous scalability. The pipeline begins with the Content Strategy Agent, querying YouTube APIs to isolate high-performing topics. This topic is then handed off to the scriptwriter agent, which applies retention-optimized templates to give the concept a proven structure. To maintain credibility, the agent operates under strict prompting rules. It is explicitly forbidden from hallucinating data or inventing fabricated statistics to make a point. The draft includes specific viewer hooks, strong storytelling beats, and perfectly timed call to actions. Separating the data-driven strategy from creative drafting ensures every video is algorithmically viable before a visual frame is generated. Next, the thumbnail designer agent generates several distinct visual concepts, setting up multiple variations for A/B testing to isolate the highest click-through rate. Concurrently, the SEO optimizer agent injects high-performing keywords, wrapping the assets into a complete metadata package. The most thoroughly researched video will fail if no one clicks on it. These 2 agents exist specifically to capture initial viewer attention and ensure discoverability. The production management agent handles the heavy technical lifting. It synthesizes audio, coordinates image assets, and commands FFmpeg to stitch these elements together into a finalized, ready-to-publish MP4 file. The publishing and scheduling agent takes control, securely uploading the file and slotting it into a release window based on optimal viewing times. After the video goes live, the analytics and optimization agent begins tracking viewer retention, click-through rates, and overall engagement. It feeds this precise performance data directly back to the original content strategy agent at the start of the pipeline. This creates a completely closed feedback loop. The system learns from underperforming videos and refines its future topic selection entirely without human input. Beneath the workflow, the repository relies on modular AI provider routing. Users can connect to over 300 different language models via OpenRouter or direct APIs. This modular approach offers significant cost control. You can configure the entire pipeline to run completely free using the Google Gemini API tier. If a third-party API goes down, an engineered simulation fallback mechanism automatically substitutes placeholder assets, so the daily publishing schedule remains uninterrupted. Reliable software requires building resilience for when external dependencies inevitably break. Implementing this agent requires technical effort. Users have to configure Node.js, install FFmpeg on their system, and correctly manage Google Cloud credentials before any content is generated. Once running, operations are strictly capped by YouTube's daily API quotas and the rate limits of your chosen language model. There is also a qualitative risk. An over-reliance on automated workflows can quickly produce generic, repetitive content that risks violating YouTube's spam or copyright policies. Code can flawlessly execute the mechanical labor of content creation, but it cannot artificially synthesize genuine human authenticity or a deep connection with an audience. The value of the YouTube automation agent is how it changes your role in the process. It elevates you from a mechanical editor to a high-level strategic director. You spend your time defining the macro strategy, studying the analytics, and guiding the channel's direction, while a running terminal handles the daily execution. The repository is open source. You can clone it, input your own API keys, and spin up your own autonomous digital studio today. Scaling a modern channel requires a shift towards systems orchestration, shifting the burden of repetitive labor to the code so the creator can remain focused on the vision.